So today I'm going to show you how to replace or rather refill the ink cartridges in your Canon printer. Now this usually can work in all printers. If you have an inkjet printer, I think it's pretty much the same. So you may have a model like this. So I have a Canon Pixma printer. This uses two cartridges. One is for the printing black and white. There's a black cartridge, and the other is the color. So you need to buy two separate cartridges. So once it runs out, and it's quite costly, because I think the black cartridge would cost about almost for 50 bucks, and the color one also costs about 50 to 60, I think. So yeah, so in the long run you'll be wasting a lot of money if you are just replacing these cartridges and buying them for online. So what I'm going to show you now is a simple way, a very cost effective way to refill the cartridges and use it. So this is the first time that I'm doing it, so I hope it it works out well. So let's see how it goes. So first thing first, you need to remove the cartridge. So mine is out of black ink, so I'm planning to test it out using the black ink first. So what you have to do is to remove the black ink. So for that, I'll just remove, hold on, the cartridge holder. So once you remove this compartment, while it's powered on, it will come to a position. As you can see, these are the two cartridges come to a position. So I believe this one is the black ink. So you just gently push it down, and then you should be able to, okay, push it all the way down and pull it. So this, okay, I think I removed the color cartridge. Never mind, let's go for the black and white. Just push it down and gently pull it. Okay, so here we go. So this is the color cartridge, the original color cartridge, PG47. So what we are going to do is to refill this cartridge with black ink rather than just buying another one from. So once the cartridge is out of the printer, remove the sticker, and in the middle you'll see that there's a small marking. It seems like a pinhole, but it's not actually a hole, so you need to make it into a hole. So either you can use a small drill bit, or you can use any small tool that you deem appropriate, just to make a hole, or just poke it through. Okay, so in this case I'm using a pin, and I plan to heat it up and then just try to force it in, so that hopefully it will make a hole. Okay, I did it. You can see the tip of the pin was quite hot, and then I used it to force it into the pinhole, and I think I did poke it through. So let's try to poke in the syringe. Okay, so for the ink, I will you can check the description below. So I ordered a set of replacement ink from Lazada. It cost me about 16 bucks. It came with 5 bottles, 3 that goes into the color cartridge, and 2 black ink. So each of these bottles contain 100 milliliters. whereas this single cartridge would have, I think, almost about 8 milliliters, um, or 8 to 10. It depends. So there are different sizes, capacities that you can buy. I think this one holds about 13 something, and the color is, the lowest capacity color cartridge is about 8.7 something ml. So you see that you will be having a 100 milliliter of ink in each bottle. So that's quite a bit if you are a heavy printer. So only concern that I'm having now is the quality of the print. So quite eager to test it out. So there's no harm in trying it out, because if anything goes wrong, you just can replace this with a regular new cartridge. So okay, so the next step is to fill up the ink. So here I have the ink. This is the box that I got. This is the black ink. So it's pretty okay, good sealing. It didn't have any spills or anything. So yeah, so I have a syringe here. Now you can buy these syringes as a package from Lazada or Shopee, if you want to, don't want to buy it separate. So I bought this separate from a pharmacy, with the needle. So this one, I hope it's enough. Let's try it out. So here I have the cartridge. So what we are going to do is to draw some of the ink. So what I heard is, or rather I saw from other YouTube videos, is that you need to take a little bit, and you need to slowly inject it into the sponge. So there are a couple of things that you need to make sure. I would recommend if you can use a glove, so that you don't smear. See, I already have a little bit of ink that's coming out of the cartridge. So one is not to overflow, inject too much of ink, then it will overflow and it will come out of that hole, and I don't think it's ideal for printing as well. So yeah, so let's see. So here I have some ink already. Then I'll just poke it inside the sponge and then slowly press. Okay, I think it's going in. Okay, that was rather fast. Okay, so I'm almost done. There was some overspill, I think it's a bit too much, so never mind. So if you have excess paint excess ink in your syringe, you can always put it back into the ink bottle, and then just seal it off. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is the wipe it off, and then you will have the head here where it releases the black ink. So what you have to do is give it a little bit of wipe to make sure that it secretes the paint. I'm sorry, I keep saying paint. It's the ink itself. So you need to make sure that it has a little bit of ink coming out of this outlet. So okay, so next step will just be wiping it on a piece of paper. So okay, I just put back the sticker on, and then used a paper, and then just rubbed it like this, back and forth, and turn it the other side. As you can see, you have a continuous stream of black ink. So I think this is okay, because this cartridge was not fully empty. So in cases where you have a fully empty cartridge that doesn't print at all, I think you can just put a paper towel on top of it and maybe use the vacuum cleaner and put the hose here so that it will suck out the ink, and it will be ready for replacement. Okay, so the big moment now to replace this. Okay, alright, I will go ahead and put it back and let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna do a demo print here. Just let's see how it goes. One thing, I did have the black indicator light still on after I changed or rather added the ink, but after a while it went away. I don't know, I did do a reset by pressing and holding the stop button. Maybe it did the trick, so I'm not sure, but do let me know in the comment section if you have done this, and if you have the issue of the black ink or the color ink indicator still on after you change or refill. Okay, so I don't know why this is not printing. Just give me a sec. Well, there was a bit of overspill on the first page. Then I tried again, and the subsequent prints were quite okay. So I didn't notice any abnormalities so far. So yeah, I will update this after I print out some more, and yeah, keep you posted. So I will tell you exactly if it has any issues or is it worth it to do the refill. Okay, thank you.